Thanks, Brittany. So, Quintin, what can we expect in sports?
Well, I'll tell you how much FAMU's Board of Trustees actually trust FAMU's athletic director. And of course, you got News 20 at 5's High School Game of the Week.
Well, stay tuned. You're watching News 20 at 5.
Welcome back to News 20 at 5. I'm Quintin Gee with your sports. Florida A&M University's Board of Trustees apparently doesn't trust the university's athletic director, Kellen Winslow, at this time. The Board of Trustees Athletics Oversight Committee met earlier this morning and unanimously came to a 3-0 no confidence vote regarding Winslow. Interim head coach Corey Filler says he's going to control what he can control.
I'm very proud to be in this situation, and I embrace it, no matter what comes with it at this particular time. And it's not an easy position to be in, but I embrace it.
Florida State University's football team is still, of course, undefeated heading into their homecoming game against the University of Virginia. FSU is riding a 24-game win streak, but the Noles aren't winning big this season like they were in a lot of games last season. And some interesting numbers were released by ESPN Stats and Information, possibly explaining why the Noles come back so well. Redshirt sophomore quarterback Jameis Winston leads the nation in converting 75% of his passes on third down when trailing in the second half. Now in the capital city, it's arguably the biggest high school game in the city this year. And it's News 20 at 5's High School Game of the Week. Check it out. News 20 at 5's High School Game of the Week features the 7-1 Trojans of Lincoln High School and the 7-2 Cougars of Gabi High School. This will be the 39th meeting between the two rivals, and Lincoln leads the all-time series 24-14, but Gabi has won the last two games.
Well, it's a big game. It's a game that's going to decide who the city champion is, and that means a lot to the kids on both sides.
Again, Gabi has 2 losses this season, and Lincoln has 1, but neither team has lost to a Tallahassee school this season.
And I just think it's great for high school football in Tallahassee to have 2 top teams in our respective classifications, be able to come meet this late in the year, right before the playoffs.
Even though bragging rights and going undefeated in the capital city are at stake, both coaches are eyeing the postseason.
The game next week against Mosley in the first round of playoffs will be the biggest game of the year. So, maybe at this point, yeah, this is the biggest game of the year, but next week that becomes the biggest game of the year. So,
our ultimate goal here at Lincoln every year is a state championship. We don't get that confused with other games and games that, really aren't in our district, So that's has always been our focus at the end of the year.
7 p.m. is when the game is set to kick off, and that's News 20 at 5's High School Game of the Week. Lastly, FSU's volleyball team looks to remain undefeated at home against the University of Virginia. That game's tonight at 7. And FAMU's volleyball team will be in conference play on the road Sunday in Daytona as the Lady Rattlers are set to play Bethune-Cookman University. That's it for your sports. I'm Quintin Gee. Back to you guys at the desk.